I'm Tyler Funk. I am a photographer and I dabble in filmmaking and music yeah.
And you're usually behind the camera or on the other side.
Yes.
That was what you were saying. So
yeah.
you also do what for?
For a living, I work in television, behind the camera. I edit, I shoot, I camera assist. I just kind of do as much as I can.
Is that what provided you with some tools to start making films for yourself, or?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I used my parents' camera and just started shooting short films and started off editing on a VCR and finally upgraded to a computer and just shot whatever I could.
So you won an award for the last film you just did?
Yeah, there was at the Winnipeg Film Group, every year they have a 48-hour film festival.
Okay.
So you have, basically, you're sort of given an assignment, and you have 48 hours to shoot and edit, and then it starts on a Friday, ends on a Sunday. Sunday evening you watch the films at the Cinematheque.
Wow.
So you just have all these films.
How many films were there this year?
There was, I think, 31 or something. Yeah, it was pretty neat, and there's all sorts of styles. There's animation. There was, very experimental.
Right.
And yeah, my video is just stills. It's like stop motion animation with real people, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you get your ideas for stuff like this?
One thing that I do, this is the more surface, just kind of like geeky, technical side of things. I'll do a photo shoot and then I'll ask myself, what is the next step? What will challenge me the next time? Instead of just doing the same thing over and over again, I ask myself, what will be better technically than the last photo? So it starts off like using one light, and now I'm going to use two, and then I'm going to use three, and then I'm going to use like deep background and light the background. So there's that lighting aspect. And then before, it was just simply going from one person to two people, because that's a whole new dynamic, and just slowly building my technical skills. So like the image of my friend Mark with the hands all over him, it was like, I've done a lot of photos with Mark, but I want to do a photo shoot with lots of people. And how would I do that? Just throw bunch of hands. So it's giving me the exercise of directing many people and like fine tuning. No, can you move your hand a little bit? Mark, can you look up higher? And it was really just like an exercise. It was a challenge to direct 6 people.
Now you're living in this house in Point Douglas, which is filled with instruments and the evidence of art and a creative community. So you've moved here.
Yeah, a friend of mine was living in this house in Point Douglas. We would visit our friend here and just hang out. And
did you know anything about Point Douglas?
No, no, I knew nothing. I just basically, all I knew is that when I came to this house, we'd go past Higgins, we'd drive past all the hotels, the Northern, and get a little uneasy as we're going down Euclid, and I knew nothing about it. Yeah, I just knew that North Main was just kind of a scary part of town at that time. Living here, I have spent a lot of time in the Exchange, and with spending time in the Exchange, I've also gotten to know this neighborhood because of the walk. My eyes were just sort of open to the neighborhood, and just like, instead of just driving by, I am walking through and bumping into people and meeting people, and it's just it's an eye-opener. Instead of just like driving by and like, oh, this is gross, like get me out of here. It's like you walk through.